So what's going on, YouTube? So I recently came into a second-hand vacuum pump. I'm gonna make myself a new vacuum molding rig out of this thing. There's a couple things I want to do to this first. This is set up for flare fittings. We're gonna modify this so that it'll take 1/4-inch pipe fittings that fit air compressor hose and stuff, so that just make hooking up to this thing a whole lot easier. And the power cord on it has seen better days. It's all green and corroded. We're going to replace that. It is missing one rubber foot. I'm not sweating that too bad. I'll figure something out for that. So we're going to make a few changes to this thing so that I feel more comfortable using it and it's easier for me to use. So we'll get started with that. Alright, so now this is set up for a quick connect to a hose. So now I'm going to reposition the camera and we're going to swap out the cord on this thing. Alright, so here's the plan. We're going to use these again for this. Now, these are not the best option for this. I know this going in, but these things, they are cheap. There's 5 bags in this box for like, I think it was like 10 bucks. And these are the ones without the valve, so you don't have to hook a vacuum cleaner up to them to suck the air out. I think the biggest problem I was having with the other ones was the valves weren't all that. I'm going to talk more about the material these are made out of after I show you what's happening here and we take it for a test run. I got to have a way to hook this vacuum pump up to this bag and suck the air out of it. So I've got these rubber and steel washers. And I got washers with 1/2-inch openings that fit this perfectly. So we'll do this from the inside with the plastic, have rubber here, rubber and a steel washer on top of the plastic, run this down tight, and then that will create the seal, hopefully, that we need. Big fatty punch. I think I'm going to offset this some. I want a valve at the bag. And then I want to fit a quick connect onto it. And it has to be the opposite of the quick connect that I put on the pump, so that I can just take one of my regular compressor hoses. We're going to try that and see what happens. Alright, so we're going to throw together something stupid small and simple and see if we can't get this thing to work like we want it to. We're going to try, see what happens. Alright, so it just dawned on me, I should have done this the other way. The quick connect's supposed to hold air, which negates the purpose of the valve. So I'm going to swap those out real quick and put the female side, or the male side of the quick connect on here. Alright, so we're just going to see what it does to this strip of leather here. So get her opened up. Set the leather on there. We're going to seal this puppy. Hook that up. All my valves are open. This is the part I was wondering about, flipping it off and this thing holding vacuum, which it is. I don't see it relaxing. Which is what I was hoping for, because then that allows me to come in and massage these parts. I rounded the edges on this form so that we're not dealing with sharp corners that are going to tear this plastic bag. This is going to work real well. These bags, in a setup like this, these particular bags are a consumable item, right? So if you do something like this and you don't step up to vacuum bag material or vacuum press material, and I'll have a link in the description to a website that explains all that stuff and sells the material, and you can make your own bags or buy his or whatever. Dude sells kits for vacuum press setups and all that stuff, but it's geared more towards veneer processing than anything else, you know, clamping veneers down for woodworking. And that material has to be tougher because of what you're actually clamping with it and for the length of times that you're going to leave that stuff clamped under vacuum. Stuff like this, this right here will hold its shape in 5-10 minutes. So thanks for watching, and I will see you guys on the next one.